the Hill newspaper reported that Jay Carney, White House spokesman, said, hey, look, we think the TSA did a great job with Senator Rand Paul. Detain him for 2 hours, do whatever you want. You know, groping children's a wonderful thing. Because if they can beta test martial law in the airports and touching your body and treating you like a prisoner, they can do it on the highway. In fact, this just broke at Infowars.com. We discovered federal documents. In fact, we can go to this after this story. It's not in my news lineup here, but I meant to tell you guys about it. Where these federal documents are announcing that the feds are going to hire all your local police, spy on all citizens, and they're saying we're moving away from fighting terror to just surveilling everyone. And again, if you go to, there it is, top story, Aaron Dykes. Shock docs, total federalization of police under new Homeland Security mission. Mission creep, DHS agency transitions from fighting terrorism to taking over Homeland, hiring police officers. It's everything I already told you, but it's all codified. Just threat fusion centers, totally spying, naked body scanners on street corners, giant telescreens saying report on your neighbors, checkpoints, weird Orwellian spotlights on you, microphones everywhere, your children trained to spy on you. I mean, you read this thing, and it's all the former national security advisors and Homeland Security heads over their own private companies that are actually going to run this domestically, and it's the new scholarships, the new jobs, it's everything. And meanwhile, what is Rush Limbaugh saying? What is Rush Limbaugh doing? Well, you know, Rand Paul gets detained for 2 hours, we now learn, barked at, screamed at because he wouldn't let a potbelly grab his genitals. Turns out they have the metal detectors where they beep when they want to search you. This has happened to me where they go, well, it selected you for a random search. But I've talked to my sources inside the government. They actually hit a button when they want to search you. That now happens when I fly out of Austin. They come over and go, hey, you're a troublemaker. Get over here. We'll show you who's got the power. Guy actually told me, you know, troublemaker. And I go, where are you going? He goes, I know who you are. And I'm like, you are actually a sack of crap. I mean, you're a pathetic little worm who doesn't like my political speech, so you're going to act all powerful with me. Man, I tell you, this world is run by guys that can't get women and who are just losers and hate everybody. But side issue. The point is that this sack of crap, I didn't know they could stack it that high. I went to this whole power trip with me. Well, now Limbaugh, Ron Paul sounds like an Islamic terrorist. And he goes on to say, well, they've stopped Rand Paul, but I think, you know, it'd be reasonable if they stopped Ron Paul because he might be a terrorist. And again, it's like it's a joke, but it's not. This is the way they're shifting the whole Homeland Security system now to the white Al-Qaeda and all their TV ads and to domestic groups. And all the guys in the ads are wearing John Deere hats. You know, again, they sold the good old boys on taking people's rights because it was just for the brown people. And now they're selling everybody on taking the rights of the white people. And it's like that Jet Sprat could eat no fat and his wife could eat no lean. So in between them, they lick the platter clean. You got the white folks saying, well, I'm not really racist, but the brown people are scary. Secretly arrest them. And then they tell the brown folks, hey, the white people, you're not really racist, but they are kind of scary. They're all terrorists. And again, they just all sell it in a balkanized way. And so it's this whole rollout by the narcotics trafficking, criminal, gun-running, fast and furious, scumbag government growing opium publicly in Afghanistan that's stolen tens of trillions and is starting World War III. Let's go ahead and go to that Rush Pimpbaugh clip.
Kentucky Senator Rand Paul has been detained by the TSA at the Nashville airport. He set off the alarms and refused a pat-down, so they detained him. He sent his dad a note about it, and it's become a big story out there. Now, if this had been Ron Paul, you couldn't really blame the TSA. You have to admit Ron Paul almost sounds like an Islamic terrorist sometimes. But this wasn't. Gotcha.
Let's go back here.
This was Rand.
That's good. Now, Rand didn't set off alarms. When you go through them now, they'll beep in a Pavlovian way to make you think you did something wrong. And they go, oop, the scanner chose you. It's a different beep than the metal because I went through no belt, no shoes, through the athlete's foot, through all the disease at the Austin airport, and it beeps. And they go, oh, it's chosen you for a random search. It's all this Pavlovian buzzers, beepers, potbellies there to stick their hands down your pants. Ooh, Miss USA, it's over for you. TSA workers have gone public and admitted, oh, when a hot woman's going through, they got managers there that go, naked body scanner. It doesn't matter. Americans will sacrifice everything on the altar of slavery. I mean, it's so creamy and good to have your children abused by these people. It's like a sacrament of land of the coward, home of the ostrich, home of the slave, home of the head in the sand. And so just enjoy. Take extra vaccines. Enjoy the highest cancer rate in the world.